President Volodymyr Zelensky recently stepped up Ukraine's war on terror, we can report. Part of that's a full inspection of the country's anti-terrorism system. But it comes as Kiev's accused of sheltering extremists who are planning attacks in Russia. Roman Kosarev reports.
Could the rampant Russophobia among high-level politicians in Ukraine hamper the international war on terror? Well, as they say, actions speak louder than words, as several so-called jihadists have allegedly found either shelter or a new calling within the radical ranks in Kiev. Mutalib Magomedov, a Russian citizen, fought for Islamic State in Syria, but later fled the country along with thousands of other extremists. In 2015, he was reportedly detained in Kiev on an Interpol warrant. Russia immediately requested his extradition, but so far there is no word on his whereabouts from the Ukrainian authorities. RT's request about his status remains unanswered as well. Another Islamic State member, Medjid Magomedov, has already been convicted in Russia. Federal Security Service said he was working for Ukrainian intelligence and was planning an assassination on Russian soil. Authorities say the extremist visited Ukraine in 2018 to arrange supplies for illegal armed groups in the North Caucasus. During the investigation, Magomedov claimed that the Security Service of Ukraine and the radical right sector group actively helped militants by providing explosives and weapons for terrorist acts in Russia.
They acquainted Magomedov with representatives of the Ukrainian Security Service and right sector. He was given the task of liquidating a commander of one of the Donetsk People's Republic's military units, who was living in the Russian region of Smolensk.
Kiev denies any affiliation with Magomedov. However, it's quite hard to disassociate itself from this Chechen militant. Muslim Cheberloevsky commands the Sheikh Mansour battalion and fights alongside Ukraine's armed forces against the self-proclaimed republics in the east of the country. The sign on his dagger says, "Death to separatists," referring to anyone who was against the government coup in Kiev in 2014. Multiple allegations, including in the Western media, suggest that his unit had undergone training with ISIL, a claim he vehemently denies. Scores of international terrorists have fled war-torn Syria and Iraq, with some of them going to the European Union disguised as refugees. Russian law enforcement works closely with Interpol to identify its citizens and promptly request their extradition to face justice at home. While Russia and Europe have found common ground in the fight against terror, it seems the protracted civil war in the east of Ukraine has distorted Kiev's priorities.